And this video is what I plan on doing. We are going to talk about an upcoming trip that we have to Oklahoma City. Basically, in this trip to Oklahoma City, we've made arrangements at the airport. And me, I'm going to need special needs at the airport. So give me a hand getting on off the plane, all that. Also, when we get to Oklahoma City, we have found a handicapped accessible van to rent. And we've also got a company that is going to deliver a Hoyer lift for me to use. They're going to deliver that to the hotel. And we've got a nice hotel room fixed up that is handicap accessible. But let's go ahead and get started in the video. Hello there, folks. Welcome to Scott Lynch Pub. I'm Scott Lynch, and this here's my mom. Her name is Patty West. Anyways, we are getting ready for a trip to Oklahoma City. Here are the few things that we've done. We're going to fly into Oklahoma City, so we have to actually get to the airport. Our flight is what? 6 o'clock. And we're going to have to get there a little bit early so they can get me through security and all that, because that takes a little bit while. People do when you're in a wheelchair. And I will try to film a little bit later. But what else can you tell me about the airport that we've done?
So we booked flights. One thing I did kind of check to see was how much time we have between flights. So we have to change planes in Dallas. And we only have an hour, but that was the only choice I had with the plane tickets that we got. So we're gonna have to hustle. Usually with Scott, when he's on the plane, he's the last one off. They don't want to hold up everyone, so they let everyone else deplane, and then they bring the aisle seat in, transfer him into the aisle seat, and get him strapped in, and then take him off the plane. So by the time we wait for them to taxi and get unloaded, get them deplaned, get you out, it's probably going to be pretty tight for us to get to our next gate, but hopefully it'll be in the same area. So anyway, we'll check that out as we go. We'll probably need to check with the stewardess or the lady at the desk and let her know that we have only an hour in between flights and find out where our gates are. So that's something you want to think about ahead of time so you're not rushed to get to your next plane. So I did book his tickets and put on there that he needs assistance. You can put that it's handicap accessible on the ticket, and that would help them. I think the questions were, are you going to be in a manual chair or a automatic chair, or it's not automatic, what are they called?
Power chair.
Power chair. A power chair, and if you're going to be stowing it, so you have to answer that, like he's going to bring his manual chair, and we'll probably take the wheels off, the cushion out, and your backpack, and keep those things with you to where it's just the frame of the chair that's left, because I've heard stories about, like, you have the Roku cushion that's got air cells in it, and if you've seen how they treat your luggage on the airplanes, it could get lost for one thing, and if it didn't get lost, it could get punctured, so we don't want to lose the air cushion.
That is a Raho seat, not Roku.
Oh yeah, Roku. A Roku seat, that might be a new thing. So anyway, so that's one thing that I know we'll do once we get on the plane. We booked a minivan, a handicap accessible van there. We have to go pick it up. They don't deliver it to the airport, so we'll have to figure out a way to go get it. I guess leave you at the airport, and I've got my husband with me. We can have him go get the van and bring it back and pick us up at the airport. Or there might be an Uber or a taxi cab that's handicap accessible. We'll check that out when we get there. But that's not anything that we can plan ahead of time. I think we have to wait till we get there to see what that is. But we have that lined up.
Hopefully we get lucky there.
Yeah, well, we've got that lined up, and also the Hoyer lift. We talked about taking ours, but that thing is heavy and it's clumsy, and we'd have to tape it all up and secure it. And then I worry too about the hydraulic cylinder that's on it. If that gets messed up, then I have nothing. So we decided we would rent one. So I found one. Rehab Mobility Works in Oklahoma City have one that they're going to deliver to the hotel for us, and so it'll be there when we get there, so that'd be perfect, and we'll leave it there when we leave early Monday morning, and they'll go pick it back up. So that was a good deal for that.
And there are also several different places that we could rent a Hoyer lift from. However, this place happens to be the cheapest. If something does happen, we can find another place, but we'll be out a little bit more money the more we'll be for this one.
Yeah, it was a big difference. One place wanted over $200 for the 4 days we're there, and these people, it's $60 and then $20 to deliver. So $80 total for the days that we're going to be there. So it's worth checking around when you call about these things. So the Hoyer lift, the van, the tickets.
The hotel room should be very similar to the one that I had before in the last video, which I will put a link to that in the description. But anyways, we're hoping to be fairly similar, and I can also plan on making another video once I get there. So there'll be actually a few videos that I do put on. One of, me going through security, if possible. We're gonna try to get that on film. Another will be me getting onto the plane. What all I have to do, lift me up, put me on, all that stuff. Film that from the get-go. And also, I plan on doing a little bit at the hotel as well. Then there are also probably gonna be other videos, because we are going to what is it called? Basically a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser for Friedreich, or for FARA, the soiree event that's put on by the Gare family. So we're excited. There's supposed to be 25 people there with Friedrichs, I think. So that'll be nice.
I'll probably see one of y'all there.
So we're excited to get to meet some new people. The key to all this, though, is thinking ahead on what you're going to need. And even if you think everything will be fine, it's always good to double check. So the hotel rooms, I always try to get a handicap accessible room, because we ran into that problem down in Atlanta, that I couldn't get his Hoyer into the bathroom when we had to change rooms once we got there. So the handicap accessible rooms are usually a lot bigger, but a lot of times they have a roll-in shower, and he uses a tub. The roll-in shower doesn't do us any good. So there's things I always have to ask about. And the more we travel and the more we do, the more things I remember. You learn the hard way and you don't forget about it. So
yeah.
So we'll videotape, hopefully, through security if they let us, and on the plane if they let us.
I'll be videotaping several things. I'll have more time to put on here throughout this week, I guarantee it. And I must bring my iPad and my phone and all that stuff so I can record and edit while we're at the hotel room. Is there anything else you can think of?
No, we'll just try to keep you up to date on what we're doing, and if they'll let us do a little bit of talking with people, maybe at the soiree. I always say that wrong. That we're going to. So
I would say, yeah, videotape. Maybe we can get some of you all on there. If you all are at this spot team as well, we'll try to get filmed. Just do a little interview of each other.
I think it's pronounced soiree. Anyway.
Yeah, that's better than I could say.
It's like Roku and Roho, whatever.
Anyway, if y'all have any questions, please let us know. Give me a thumbs up, be great. And if you'd like, go ahead and subscribe and be able to get more of these videos. Anyway, thank y'all for watching.